H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Thursday. Oh, it's baby. Wait a minute. It's Baby Friday, right? Man, it came up on us so quickly. Oh, so much stuff to share today. Great show yesterday. I can't wait to talk about the show yesterday a little bit, and so we can get a chance to talk about it because the guest stayed on for an hour, and we could have went on and on and on and on and on. Ladies, Women Rock Wednesday was well represented yesterday. I had so many calls from people. So many calls from friends. Y'all know something is unique. But shout out to everybody. Let me talk to my starting five on each feed first. Let me see. Let me get them out the way. Share the show. If you're on YouTube, thumbs up. Third, share the show. I see you, D. Holcomb, over there on YouTube. Give me the thumbs up. Jeremy Davis on YouTube. Give me the thumbs up. Who else? That's it on YouTube already. Rod Wells, what a thumbs up on YouTube. That's it. So let's go with Thaddeus Moody in Facebook, Daryl Anderson, Chris Charles, Daryl Griggs, Lance Keisner in the building, Mate Cora is in the building. Let me tell y'all something. Yesterday, you know what? The more I do this show, the more I understand the value, and the more I know how important it is. It's just a lot of stuff, man. When I think about the ladies from the Legends of the Ball yesterday, and three of the board members were on here, and I just been looking up their stuff. You remember, I always talk about when my board. I always talk about a lot of our history we don't know. No, yesterday, Elizabeth McQuitter, Adrian Mitchell Newell, and Charlene McQuirter Jackson. All great women who trailblazed this trail. We looking at the Don Staleys and all of these people now, but it was some people that set the groundwork for our young girls need to know that. And I hope, like Coach Yo and all of those coaches know and give tribute back. All they want to do is be recognized for what they've done. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always talk about our history on this show. I always bring up stuff about our history on this show because, we don't know. If I don't bring those ladies on yesterday, we probably wouldn't know. You follow me? I know a few people might know about them, but us as a whole, Tyrone, you need to go back. If you didn't get the show yesterday, you need to go back. That's why I tell you to share the show, because all of America should have been watching and listening to that show yesterday. Tina, I don't know where you. I know you. Where were you yesterday? Go back and get that show yesterday, and these ladies from the Legends of the Ball, the beginning of Title IX, because they didn't let the women do nothing. Women couldn't coach. Women couldn't play. The colleges didn't support the women. It's just, and those women trailblazed the Title IX that's able for your daughter can go and play at college, and so your daughter can go coach at college. It just, y'all, when I thought about them, man, and I went and researched them a little bit, and I'm gonna learn a little bit more about them. They just bad. They're having an annual golf tournament. They're having a golf tournament September the 14th that we all should support. It's crazy, man. They call it paying it forward. I saw this picture. They sent me this picture, and I thought about it. And I'm gonna have to adjust it because I did not format it. But I just something I wanted to share with you with this was symbolic of what they were talking about yesterday. That is right there. That is right there. Those ladies fought so we can have a WNBA. You had the WBL in '78. Share the show, y'all. I mean, this is important that we share these events, man. It's just so much stuff. I got so much stuff to share with you in the basketball community. I got some stuff I want to share with y'all about that today, and just take a look at that. These ladies not only, Mindy, kicked down the doors and broke down the doors. Like Coach McQuitter said, we kept the door open. You follow me, man? Do y'all know what's up, Wesley Yates, man? I see young Wes got over in Paris, France. They got there safely. Yesterday's show, y'all, I'm telling y'all, we've had some people on this show, but nobody has inspired me the way these ladies had. I mean, I was just happy that somebody had to. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. When Miss Frank called me about it, I didn't know nothing about these women. I didn't know. Just like I didn't know about Adam Clayton Powell. Just like I didn't know about Robert Reed Church. Nobody taught it to me. You know, Ida B. Wells. Fannie Lou Hamer. Yeah, we heard about him, but that Ida B. Wells was, oh my goodness. Nobody teach me about her. And these women are so inspiring. You know, I'm serious, y'all. But I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing on this show, and less foolishness. I mean, I know y'all like to have, I love to have fun just like everybody else. But when we have trailblazers like we had on this show yesterday, it's just unbelievable. And see, and I think about those ladies, and I didn't get a chance to talk to them about the hardships, about the things they had to go through. People didn't want you there. You follow me? People didn't want them there. You know they didn't. The men didn't want them there. When I think about what they had to go through, and we didn't get a chance because we were talking about the golf tournament, September the 14th, Kingwood Country Club, the Legends of Ball. Just Google Legends of Ball. And like I said, I have to be transparent. When I've never heard of him. So when Miss Frank kept calling me, said, Robert, you got to do this. So, and then she was so persistent. I said, thank you, Miss Frank, for being so persistent to make me just stop in my tracks and say, okay, what we got here? Because if she didn't, maybe I would have, think about it, I didn't know what she was talking about. I don't want nobody else to be able to do them like that. Nobody else to be able to just, when you mention Legends of Ball, I'm gonna need you to perk up and say, okay. So guess what? Like I told you, you're the smartest person at the barbershop. You're the smartest person at the nail shop. Most people don't know the lessons that y'all got yesterday. Y'all, that was history, not black history. That was history made on this show yesterday. History. Haggerty. Those women yesterday, you got to go get that show. You got to go share that show. Unbelievable. Then, I wake up this morning, it's this new, a 43-year-old Texas woman. I told y'all. See, y'all, like one of my partners, he been on this show, and first of all, thank God to the guys I have around me. because they iron sharpens out. Man, they sit there and we sit out yesterday and just late evening and just talked about how they saw the show and how I tied it. I didn't know I didn't know trying to tie nothing together, but how I tied that up. When will the sports brought up till you have a woman working with y'all? I don't know. That's a question that you have to ask TSU. I have no idea. It's a good question. That's a TSU question, not a Robert Hatter question. Robert Hatter don't make no decisions at TSU. None. I'm gonna repeat that. I'm gonna put that back on the board because it was a great question. Robert Hatter makes no decisions. When will the sports broadcast team at T have a woman working with? I have no idea. I have no idea. That's a great question. That's a great question. Why? That's a question. Like I said, that's a question that should be asked to TSU. Guess what? I mean, I think it's a great question, but I wouldn't know. What's up, Foley? It's nothing that I can get done. You know what I'm saying? If it was up to me, it would be one. Think about it. Like I told the ladies yesterday, when we came on the radio station, they told me, Robert, quit doing Women Rock Wednesday. Y'all need to stop. I'll never forget it. It's the lowest rated show of the week. The lowest rated show in the week. He told us not to do it. And guess what I told him? Oh no. Women Rock Wednesday will stay. You were gonna see everybody don't have that power. Leah. Everybody don't have that power. That's a question that you need to go ask the president or the AD. Great question. But it would sound a lot better coming from y'all. So I will support it. You know what I'm saying? I will support it. Of course. I love when women come on the show. Good morning, Rabbit. Like I said, and I'm gonna want to reiterate this again. That show yesterday I did was the most inspiring and satisfying show that I ever did because I had a chance to do it with three powerful black women. And it was very, very amazing. It was not rehearsed. It was organic. Had never met those women before. And all I tried to do is make them feel at home. And they already reached out to me. And let me tell y'all something, man. Great question, though, Leah. I like that one. So let's see if we just gonna talk about it or do something about it. Let's go. See, on this show, we want to turn our talk into action. If that's what you want, man, yeah, that's good. That's a good place to start right there. Yeah, that would be a great place to start. Hey, I came in late, Hannah. Did y'all talk about James today about the wine? I didn't want to, Mindy, because I mean, we can. James Harden weekend this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. And I didn't cue it up, Wendy, but it was sent to me. And we could talk about it. Mindy, I promise you, it's not in my notes. I have to go and get my text. I'm going to my text messages because somebody sent that to me. And I really wasn't going to bring it up. But Chinese fans brought 10,000 bottles of James hard wine in under 10 seconds. Let me give you something else. And I wasn't going to do it, Mindy, so y'all got to give me a second. Because people sent some stuff to me, and since Mindy just brought, y'all think about that. Then James mentioned to them, at some point in my career, I'll come back over here and play in China. Okay. Okay, here it is, Mindy. I'm gonna try to send it to myself and put it up on the screen. I found this. I'm serious, y'all. I found this amazing. But I wasn't gonna talk about it. I really it's not on my list. What's up, Keith? Y'all watch this. Hold up. Let me see. China. See, I had to go through a whole little thing and put it up on the screen, Mindy. This what was going on in China when James was over there. Y'all better share this show. Mindy just open up something that we can talk about. I'm glad you did, Mindy. Because, Mindy, I got something else I want to show you. Oh, my God. I got something just for you today. But watch this. That was outside. He was inside doing an interview. And this what was happening outside in China. I know you ain't, Mindy. No, Mindy, I love for y'all. Mindy, what y'all don't understand? Can I tell y'all a secret? I'm finna keep telling this secret. That's why you share the show. You know, some people get sensitive, Mindy. But I like for y'all to disagree with me. I like for you to, I'm going to tell you to say, if I say something about your comment, if I say something about, that is Moody, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Mindy, I can't do nothing, man, without that is Moose. Look what Mindy, did you see that? See, that is Moody, you're trying to change the whole subject, but I take this just for Mindy. And Mindy, I tried to circumvent the system because usually you play something with Major League Baseball, they always flag me, right? They always flag me. See, I'm going to get back to James Harden. No, we ain't going to get back there. Don't be trying to get me off, James. But this for Mindy. Right here. This for Mindy. Hold on.
Here comes Fernando. He's going to steal home. Fernando Tatis Jr. just walked in. Wow. 5-2. Don't take your eye off him. He may steal home.
Now y'all see why I talk about that dude right there. When I be talking about Fernando Tatis, that's him. He sit up there and saw the pitcher playing around and looking at first base and stole home on him. That man said, don't get drawn offside. Okay, I'm back. Let's get back to James. Yo, I was not going to talk. She said, did you even watch the game or you saw? I saw the highlight. Listen, man, I'm telling y'all. Listen to me. Read my lips. I'm not watching no damn whole baseball game. No, my time too valuable. Hell no. I'm not watching no baseball game. I'm just not doing it. I can't. I'd rather read a book. I'm glad y'all here, though. I'm serious, y'all. I'm serious. But if Tatis come to town, I'll go to the game, but I'm not going to watch it. We sit up there. We sit up there in the suite, eat and drink and talk. She said, well, you don't have to watch a whole golf tournament. I wouldn't want nobody to sit up there and watch a whole golf tournament like me. I didn't sit up there and went and walked around the whole golf tournament. I walked, I think, 30,000 steps one day. 30,000. Mess around at a golf tournament. I'm just not going to do it. Shit, wait a minute. Shouldn't they want to be if they at their level, ultimate level? Oh, yo, let me get back. Y'all stealing my focus. Stolen Focus. Oh my God. Y'all listening to me. I hope y'all got that book. That Stolen Focus book. Oh my God. Stolen Focus, Stolen Focus. But it's all right. Your mind is designed to not focus all the time. Son, that was just for Mindy. But back to Mindy again. James Harden, over there messing with them folks on his tour. And by the way, he will be back. I don't know exact date he'll be back, but he should be back soon. Because it's James Harden weekend is upon us. The backpacks. All that information. Let me get my information out. Since Mindy won't, let's talk about this thing. Let's talk about this thing. Let me get all my information out. Okay. August 19th, a back to school giveaway. When I say they have stuff to give away, listen to me. Back to school giveaway. He going. Last year he did it at U of H. And I told you, didn't nobody show up at U of H? And we found out they had an event right there at CUNY Homes around the corner. He said, let's pull up and go over there. Let's pull up and go over there. He went over there, the CUNY Home, pulled up, and I'm going to show y'all some videos. The little kids just fell in love with him. Let me tell y'all something. Back to school giveaway at Jack Yates High School from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get there early. Get your kids there. Them Adidas backpacks is off the chain. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. Corey Willis said he at the airport heard Orlando for a birthday cruise. I told y'all just love Orlando. Y'all love Florida. All right? The NAACP sent you a warning when you go to Florida. Watch yourself. Yes, it rained last year. He went over to CUNY Home. It was raining, and the rain was coming through the holes at the top, and James looked around. He didn't say, get me out of here. He called his Adidas dude over. He said, come here, man. Right there. He said, man, we got to do something about this court. We got to redo this whole thing. You don't have to like his basketball. I understand that. You don't have to watch it. Not Orlando. Yeah, they back in school, but ain't nothing wrong with getting another backpack. What's up, Ken Lawton? What Monte talking about? About the women? We still talking about the women? Shoot, I am best slept on sofa ever. What is she? What are y'all talking? They got their own conversation. This is what I love about this show. Mindy just, I'm talking about something. Mindy just said, hey, Adam, what about James Harden selling them? Mindy, did I cover it good enough? Did I cover it good enough? But James Harden weekend this weekend. So the backpack giveaway that's on Saturday. And Saturday's the 19th, right? But let me tell you something. Hold up, you got something else. That same day now. That's from 1 to 3. I guess James gonna go get a break or something. He gonna come back to Rice University Saturday evening at 5. It's gonna be hot as hell though. But Rice University, baseball stadium, they're gonna have a team Uno versus team AL. I don't know what that is. What is that? Upside down Louis Vuitton insignia. What is that? Softball game. James, a great softball player. I remember Travis Scott being there. And what I like about him, he don't announce who's gonna be there. You just know they're gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to get you there to announce no names. It's a great thing. Bring your kids out there, James Harden weekend. Let's see what else he got. What else? That's it. Yeah. But Mindy, Uh, but Minnie, we're gonna go back to there. Minnie, put a footnote there because I want to share with y'all something that's a little troubling me last night. I mean, this morning when I saw uh, a 43-year-old Texas woman has been arrested after she called the D.C. federal courthouse and left the message threatening to kill Judge Tanya Chutkan. That is the judge who is presiding over the Trump case in D.C. 43, I never forget talking to, I tell his name, Corey Henderson. He thought, man, Trump this, Trump this, Trump, Trump, Trump. I said, man, I ain't mad at Trump. I am nervous in trying to find out who are the 70 million people who voted for his ass. Like this lady right here. I am not worried about him. He ain't thinking about us, but some of our neighbors, some of your coworkers, some of the people you spending your money with, some of the people you in partnership with, some of the people just, you hang with, made a call to the federal courthouse in D.C., threatening the life of this black woman. Hey, you stupid slave, she said. I want to kill you. If Trump doesn't get elected in 24, we are coming to kill you. So tread lightly, B-I-T-C-H. You will be targeted personally, publicly, your family, all of it. Y'all, it's time for these Republican leaders, especially presidential candidates, to condemn Trump's dangerous rhetoric against judges and prosecutors. It could lead to violence. This must be stopped now. Had to share that with y'all. Had to. I had to. Then, so, well, I'm always, excuse me, excuse me, always mentoring young people, always talking to our next generation because I always want to develop people. I'm trying to create my replacement in all aspects of life. And you can go on and to the next phase of your life. See, if I can groom and develop people and create my replacement, I can go on to the next phase of my life. You are bigger than who you are now. Y'all can't remember. See, I read. Peter thought he was a fisherman. Y'all get that on the way home. And then I think about John Thompson. I think about our young kids in this basketball community. I think about our young kids in the baseball community. I think about our young kids in all kind of communities. But in basketball, in question, because a lot of people on this show watch in the basketball community. But mamas and daddies, some are basketball people. Don't let the sum total of your son's existence be put into 8 to 10 pounds of air. That's how much pounds of air that goes in a basketball. Don't let the sum total of your son's existence, whether, I don't care what level he's at, be put into that ball. Because that ball can burst the ball can deflate. Then where are you? Okay. What else I have? Okay, got some. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold that for a little bit. I'm gonna hold that for a little bit. I got something else for y'all. I got something else for you. So much stuff I got. Uh, I um, saw it on BET, and I remember somebody reminded me. That's why I didn't. I just told it was reported talking about P Diddy and all of them was going to buy BET back, right? But after months of rumors and reports, it appears that BET won't be in the hands of Tyler Perry or any other black celebrity. Paramount has notified the bidders, Tyler Perry, Byron Allen, P. Diddy, and others, that it is no longer planning to sell its majority stake in BET. The entertainment conglomerate concluded a sale wouldn't result in a meaningful development. Um, it's a relationship. He said it wouldn't help them to sell it. It wouldn't help them. They received bids ranging from 2 to 3 billion, and they dropped this plan to sell it. So we got to wait till they need some more money. We got to wait. Got to wait. I want to share that with y'all. But Mindy, I think I'm gonna come back. Oh, I know what I got to talk about. Happy birthday to Marcus Garvey. And then I'm gonna get into some. But a lot of us need to hear this. Just like I didn't. It's a lot of stuff I didn't know about Marcus Garvey. Okay, a lot of stuff. You know, people that deported it and doing him. You know, I know that part. But watch this, y'all. Happy birthday. He was loved. No. He loved we. We. We, as in all of us. We. The whole diaspora, no matter where you're from, and look like us. He loved we. Our blood, our people, our land, all of us. All of it. Those at home and those abroad. I'm talking about Marcus Garvey. With the two Amy's, Aset and Nebat, his two wives. I think one passed and got married again. Before storms and in wake, holding high the banner. African, Jamaican hero. Read, ready, and look at him in the whirlwind. Happy birthday. Happy 136th birthday to Marcus Garvey. Didn't study much about him when I was young. But in this class I've been taking, I've been learning a lot about him. And in a book, I'll share this with y'all, got to. In the book, Marcus Garvey, The Message to the People, the course on African philosophy, in chapter 1, y'all got to hear me on this. It's all about reading and studying. It's very important, ladies and gentlemen. Lesson 1, intelligence, education, universal knowledge is how to get it. Intelligence. You need education and universal knowledge and how to get it. Garvey opens the book by saying, you must never stop learning. Can't wait to talk to this, tell my grandson this. The world's greatest men and women were people who educated themselves outside of the university. I may repeat that one because y'all might miss that one before I get home. Hold on. The world's greatest men and women, okay, were people who educated themselves outside of the university. with all the knowledge that the university gives, and you have the opportunity, all of us, of doing the same thing the university students do, read and study. This from his book. It's very important to understand. He talks about never stop reading, always. If you got 10 minutes somewhere, stop and read. Easier to do, but perhaps easier to do now than perhaps in garbage time. He said, read the best poetry, read the best prose for inspiration. He said, read history incessantly until you master it. He said, don't read stuff that you agree with. Don't listen. I'm loving this. Read all sides and never talk about something that you don't know anything about. Let me read that one more time. Let me make that bigger. I got to make that bigger. Hold on. Whew. He said, don't read just stuff you agree with. That's why I love when you disagree with me. Read all sides and never talk about something that you don't know anything about. Because there is always somebody who's going to clown you and make other people laugh at you. Read at least 4 hours a day, he says. That's a lot. Never keep the constant company of folks who don't know as much as you. Because you will lose the opportunity to learn from them and to exchange the knowledge with them. It's very important. He says continue the application and that desire to accomplish greatness. We study because we can't live in our lifetime everything that we need to know. So we have to use the intelligence of others to study. We gain all of that knowledge. Anything you can get to challenge you, you have to know something about if you are going to defeat it. If you want to challenge something, you got to know something about it. He talks about how to read, and he said, reading is not necessary or compulsory to agree with everything or to know everything. He said, keep a dictionary with you. All these things are important. Happy birthday, Marcus Garvey. Happy birthday. You was teaching people this long time ago. And no, that's the first time I've read this out loud. First time I read this out loud. There's drama, ladies and gentlemen, in Philly. It's a drama in Philly, Mindy. I'm finna take it further. The biggest story ongoing in the NBA right now, in terms of news and rumors, and it's around James Harden and the Philadelphia 76ers and Daryl Morey, right? There's so many layers and angles that we have talked about, others that we still can talk about, and new things popping up on a daily basis. Okay? Like this one, the Legion of Hoops put out the other day, that Joel Embiid has been trying to get Harden to stay with the Sixers many times this summer, but Harden isn't interested. Y'all remember the photos of Embiid and Harden together? I think I got them somewhere on here. To give you some context, let me go down my little line here. Harden and Embiid at the all-white party, thrown by Michael Rubin. Let me see if I got it. Harden. Hold on, I'll just look it up. Look up Harden and Embiid. You know, they at the party kicking it. Let me see. Let's see if I got him and Embiid. Oh, probably been James. I just want to show y'all. Embiid been trying to get this thing cranked up. I can't find it. Don't worry about it. But I was thinking about something. Somebody asked me a question, you know. They was at this Mike Rubin's party, a massive party that everybody was at. I wasn't there. Great party. I played the video on the screen, but all of those celebrities were included. Harden and Embiid. I even showed the picture of James and Josh Harris, the owner, talking at the party. Right? Y'all follow me? Joel Embiid, they kicking it at Michael Rubin's place. Josh Harris, the owner, not Daryl Morey, the dude who got the money to pay James. All of them kicking it, right, at the party. This is an interesting angle because this kind of gets closer to the ultimate place that we all thought it would get to in the story. How is Embiid taking this? Share the show, everybody. Right now, everybody show. Because I'm just curious. How is Embiid taking this? Have anybody thought about it? Dad Moody, Monte, anybody thought about it? I know we're still talking about Trump. We'll get back to him. Eric Boone, did you ever think about it? Trey Phillips, you said, Patrick Ponce, did you ever think about it? Kevin Freeman, who else? Keith Liggins, did you ever think about it? Did y'all ever think about it? Did anybody ever think about what is Joel Embiid? How's he taking all this? Y'all got to remember, he's a star. He's the MVP. And we ain't brought his name up yet. Go back. Like, what happened when he heard James call Daryl Morey a liar? I'm going to guess that's not the first time Embiid had heard James Harden say that. It's just the first time he was going to be asked about this publicly. But when you hear this, Embiid tried to get him to stay and he won't. Guess what that make me think about? Boom, Robert Young. Let me know y'all there. Because I don't want to talk to nobody if they ain't there. What do y'all, when you hear? I'm thinking about it. But when you hear this, Embiid tried to get him to stay and he wouldn't. What is your read on how Embiid is dealing with this? He's the all-star. He's the MVP. He's the man. He's the dude. He's the process. He's Mr. Philadelphia. He's that. Right? Nobody mentioned him. Nobody on this show mentioned him. I didn't see that in no comment. I didn't see it. So we got to talk about this stuff. No. We talked about James. We're going to talk some more about him. But, he's got to be disappointed. Eric Boone. Eric Boone. You've been over there toiling and playing golf with your little fellas, and you wasn't getting that good. Then some other new guy came over there and started playing real good, and you want to play with him all the time because you said, that dude there helped me get better. Then all of a sudden that dude say he gonna leave. You're gonna be disappointed. Y'all got to remember, because some people kind of disputed me other day. I wish Paul Miranda would come back up on the screen. But all I want to know is, all I'm trying to share is, he been playing all these years. He never got an MVP, but he gets the MVP last year with this guy. But hold on, Rob, before you said, I didn't say pissed, I said disappointed. That's why I love women. Watch this. See, Gobert, she said, how is Rudy Gobert value high? It ain't his value high, James. They had a willing person who wanted Gobert so bad, Minnesota, wanted him so bad that they gave up too much for him. Everybody ain't gonna make no stupid deal like that. That was one of the worst deals ever. Mate. That don't mean Gobert's worth nothing. That just means that's what happened in that trade. You had two willing participants. You had Danny Ainge wanted to get rid of Gobert with a New York, and they got rid of everybody. They got rid of Donovan Mitchell too. He demanded more than Donovan Mitchell did too. So it's just the teams. In this situation, James is at an impasse because 1 year. So wherever he go, people ain't gonna give up nothing for 1 year. Rudy had multiple years left on his deal. James got this year, and that's it. And he's getting up in age. So I'm not trying to trade. You got the fact, but see, you got one owner who wants him bad. And that's the guy at the Clippers. But he know I don't have to pay top dollar for him. I can wait and just get him next year. Or he can be so belligerent they can buy him out, and then he can come to me for nothing. I'm giving y'all secret. I don't know this gonna happen. I'm just telling you things that can happen. Right? You follow me? So let me get back. I like that. Mate, I love that. Thank you. I love that. Way to bring a brick. But I want to talk to y'all about something. I truly believe, the reason that he got the MVP this year is because Harden made the game much easier for him. A lot of people might not believe that. I just believe it because I've had the advantage of watching him a lot this year. You got to understand, Doc, Sam, and James, I'm going to watch that team. So I watched them a lot. Tape the games and watched. Very easy for him. He got to play in space. Immediately. That's why on every team, Landon R1, you need a second star behind you. That's why these guys trying to go to these places. You need another star just in case. I'm not. Maxey is a budding star. He ain't a star yet. Y'all got to realize I'm finna mess y'all up. Y'all walk with me, Landon. Disagree with me when you're ready now, because I want some disagreements. Okay? Embiid lost Ben Simmons. He and Ben had their issues. In return, he got James Harden. Throughout Embiid's short career, Jimmy Butler has came and left. Ben Simmons has left, and now Harden wants to leave. Rob, I am going to mention that again. What you mean by lost who? I don't understand what you're talking about. Lost who? Throughout Embiid's short career, he lost Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons ain't on the team no more. Him and Ben Simmons was part of the process. See, y'all, we talking about Ben Simmons now, but him and Ben Simmons was balling now. You know, there was what's my man name? Kawhi Leonard, corner roll around shot from being in the finals with Ben Simmons. Let's not forget now. Hold up. Wait a minute. Y'all watch this. Franklin Paul. Frankie, where you been? Frankie Paul. I'm going to let somebody else attack that one right there. Somebody else attack that one right there. I'm going to leave that up there. I'm going to leave that one up there. Thank you, Michael Jordan. Y'all know I can't just be. Hold up, let me put it back up there. Hold up there. They are lucky Kawhi Leonard corner shot that rolled around 3 times and go in from being in the finals. Kawhi wouldn't have that championship. And you telling me, and Ben at that time was a triple-double machine, and you telling me as if Ben was a significant loss? Mindy, I told you about these opinions, Mindy. Frankie Paul. Derek. You tell me, we ain't talking about no past couple of years. He lost him. Hold up. What if I tell you? I'm keeping that up there. Let me finish my story so y'all can understand. Y'all can understand this. To my kids, is the kids back in class up there? Is the kids back in class at Legacy School of Sports, Sports and Entertainment, Sports and Science? Is they in class? I'm gonna show you. This is what my man put up here. Okay. No, I said I love it, Michael. You said Ben Simmons, All-Star. Ben Simmons, All-Star. He wasn't a significant loss. I have came to the conclusion that a lot of people don't know how hard it is to be an NBA player, and definitely don't know how hard it is to be an all-star, and then another harder to be a superstar. I don't think y'all, because y'all be watching on TV and you ain't seeing how good these dudes is in person. Okay? Don't believe you. Don't ever discount no NBA player. None. Not one. Not nada. One. Don't discount. Okay. All right, let me go. Good question. I like that. Like that, Mike. But I just wanted somebody else to agree with you. But let me go. I said he lost Ben Simmons. He and Ben had their issues. In return, he got James. Throughout Embiid's short career, Jimmy Butler has came and left. All-Star Ben Simmons has came and left. All-Star, and Harden wants to leave. All-Star, perennial All-Star, and former MVP. How does that look on his resume? How does that look on his resume? Y'all always talk about legacies and all that, right? Embiid ain't won nothing. He ain't won no championship. Don't you tend to start wondering? Hold on. Don't you tend to start wondering? It might be me. If all your boyfriends done left your ass, you can't keep a man for 2 minutes. It might be you. I'm not convicted. I like him. I'm not convicted. I'm just giving y'all another way to look at it. Landon. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I read what you said. Let me put what Landon put up here, because I don't understand this one, man. Embiid is a 90s style Patrick Ewing post players who want the ball all the time. No, he's not. But can't orchestrate from the post like Joe. He kills the offensive flow. What game you watch? What game you watch? You might can't outpass Joker. Ain't nobody like Joker but Joker. So Joker is one of one. The hell you expect him? Joker can't play like him. Did y'all see that? A 90s style Patrick Ewing don't play nothing like him be. Landon, you been gone too long. You been gone too long. Y'all, let me put that back up. Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all dissect that one. I can't believe y'all let this guy get away with that. I can't believe y'all let him get away with that. Wow. Share the show. I need some more people on the show. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Share the show. Wow. Let me put that one back up there. Y'all got to look at that one. Thank you. About time, Titus Moody. I can't believe Boone didn't jump on that. I can't believe Robert Young didn't jump on that. I can't believe Herb Baker didn't jump on that. But let me keep going. Let me go. Y'all, if people keep leaving you, Mate, if people keep leaving it, don't you might think it's you. Why would you want to leave him? But I guess you do. Bruce Brown got the hell out of Denver. He left Joker quick, fast, and hairy. Him and who else? Somebody else, Jeff Green. Yo. But back to Embiid now. Y'all, I'm just forming listen. I'm just giving you some information so you can think a little bit different. All right? Watch this. All right. At some point, do we have to say the one common thread and everybody acting out of all the drama in Philly every summer is Embiid? I was saying it was Daryl Morey. I was saying Daryl Morey. When you look at his time in Houston and now in Philly, he the drama queen. Y'all got to understand, that man almost shut down all the NBA. China almost cut the NBA off because of him. And what he said, well, he wasn't lying. He's controversial. He's a walking press conference. He tweet more than the players. Daryl Morey. At what point, I'm asking, at what point do you have to look at Embiid as the common thread? I know I done caught y'all off guard. I know ain't nobody that said this at the barbershop. I'm telling you, you're finna be the smartest person at the barbershop. I'm going as soon as I leave here. See, I can't wait. Anytime you the best player on the team, you got to accept these responsibilities. Could it have been repercussions about what has happened before Harden even got there? I look back at the Ben Simmons situation. Michael Jordan, so eloquent, talked about. Michael Jordan, watch this, Mike. You remember the press conference after they got defeated, and Embiid and Doc Rivers had not so nice things to say about Ben Simmons, and that led to Ben Simmons actually wanting out. He's fragile. Michael, you talking about, but Michael, these the guys you've been to war with. Soon as you lose, they get to talking about you. You at HTX at your spot. You got your two co-workers, the guys that's working with you with ATT. Y'all working and grinding all season together. And soon as you make a mistake, these dudes go out publicly, Michael. I'm putting it in the way you can fit it. They go out publicly and say some not so favorable things about you. When all they had to do was say, nah, Ben's fine. Ben's fine. We're going to get back to the drawing board and we'll be fine. That's all they had to say. But him and Doc ran their damn mouth. Ben mad, Ben got to get the hell out of there. Ben ain't been right since. Some people that fragile. See, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand the mental capabilities of people. You had a woman, I think in L.A., a little woman in L.A., I think she was in L.A., some city, just going around pointing a gun at people in the middle of the street, then pointed to her head. Then the police rammed her with the car and arrested her ass. Y'all, we don't know what's going on. No, in New York. What now? Yeah, I think it was in New York. I'm not defending. That was no. I ain't saying you defending nobody. No, I'm just giving. Coach, you talked about Ben Simmons in his decline. Ben Simmons at one part was a dude just short time ago. His life changed when his guy he looked up to, the dude he was part of a process with, Mate, you and DJ Superstar, y'all working in events all the time. And y'all doing this, and then y'all have one bad event, and you go out there and tell me, well, she wasn't playing the damn music right. That's why I couldn't DJ right. Instead of taking up for your teammate and your player. I think you keep those kind of things inside. That's just me. See, what they were doing, him and Doc, was indirectly saving face. It's not my fault. He wouldn't even make a layup. Should never mention the layup. Embiid, you got to look at yourself. You got to look at, and I like you, Joe. You got to look at yourself. Y'all got to remember, I tell people all the time, and I'm going to share this on the show today. I want y'all to hear this. I'm human. I'm flawed. A lot of times I look at things and I'll say, if the subject matter is somebody I believe in, I think is great at something, I may twist it in a way that benefits my viewpoint on it because of my belief in that person. What's up, Mike? I'm going to give it to you again so you understand. When you hear me take up for certain players and take up for certain players, really I take up for all players. I just took up for Ben Simmons. But Frankie Paul, watch this, Frankie. I'm human. Frankie Paul is human. Mike Fogel, Mike is human. a lot of times I look at things and I'll say, if the subject matter is somebody I believe in, I think is great at something, I may twist it in a way that benefits my viewpoint on it because of my belief in that person. I got it on tape. Splice it. Use it against me. You got me? All of us do. If I don't like that guy, this when I look at this when I look at a player and look at a situation. Then I'm gonna take a quick break but when I look at a player, and this what I hope that could happen in our recruiting circles and evaluation circles. Can they look at a player and say, even if I don't like this guy, let me just look at it. See, a lot of these people have biases. When you see the rankings and all of that, people have biases. Share the show, everybody. People have biases. Okay? So when people, I look at I say, if I didn't like this guy, how would I feel about this? Embiid, listen to me. Embiid has had 4 general managers. Hinkie, Colangelo, Elton Brand, there are more. 3 coaches. Brett Brown, Doc, and now Nick Nurse. He has had Harden as a co-star. Jimmy Butler as a co-star. Jimmy was in the finals this year. Simmons as a co-star. They're all gone. I want to be gone. He is the only one that's been there the whole time. We've only blamed everyone else. Like I said, if I didn't like NBA, I probably would spin it as why didn't NBA go to bat? Why didn't MB go to bat for Jimmy Butler and demand that he stay? Why didn't he go to bat for Ben Simmons and demand that he stay? And now this. See, Joel Embiid got the power to go in there and tell Josh Harris, get James whatever the hell he want. When my deal come up, I'm out. Y'all got to start this stuff again. And now this. Why don't he go to the governorship and say, it's either him or me? I'm talking about Daryl Morey. Get him out of here. I don't like the way he treated James. Y'all, I just want to know, and I'm going to wrap it up with this. I don't know what's going on in the Philly locker room, but every summer there's something going on in Philly. Has he got to be a better leader? And players, friends, all my James Hardens of the world, GMs are allowed to change their mind. It ain't that they lied. It's that they changed their mind. They changed their mind. We'll be right back. I got to talk to y'all about something. Oh my goodness. I got to talk to y'all about something. Let me share this with you first off.
From someone had a birthday party at our restaurant next door, Mimi's New Orleans Cafe. They asked if they could smoke cigars on the patio. Told them yes, and they stayed a little late, and they said we don't have anything like this in this area. So we decided to pray on it, and collectively we decided to move forward. You know, there's a need for it. This is this old part of Richmond. It's growing. The new courthouse is right there. The sheriffs come here. We get their full support. They just had a function here a couple weeks ago, and we get everybody's support, and we're just going to continue to grow with the community. We have baby grand piano. We have jazz trios. We have DJs. We have some theme nights. We have Greek night every first Friday. We have something that we're creating right now called Smoking Word. It's a full service over here. We have a mixologist behind the bar mixing up.
Let me tell you something so unique about that. Tonight, what's tonight? Thursday night is ladies' night. $5 martinis all night long. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. They send me a flyer. Hold up. Where my flyer? Did I put my flyer up? Let me show y'all the flyer. Hold up. Let me show it to you. Look at that. Cleopatra's. Thursday, late at night. 10% off flavored cigars tonight. Ladies' night. $5 martini. How much martinis usually cost, y'all? I don't know. How much they usually cost? You get them for $5 tonight at Cleopatra's out in Richmond. Shout out to the staff, Lance Keisner, Miss Mimi, Charles Foreman, and the whole crew out there. It's just Kay, all the people out there. I love them. Oh, she said minimum. Oh, look at that. Thank y'all. But back to where we are. Because me and Mindy were talking about something. I got. Y'all, it's just so much stuff. I don't know where I want to start with y'all. I'm watching the NFL because somebody asked me, have I been watching? What I've been doing is been going through the NFL Network. I've been watching it. Let me tell y'all something. Cleveland. I want y'all to take a look at something. Okay, just look. They're coming on tonight. Cleveland versus the Eagles. Okay, Cleveland's, Deshaun Watson is playing, but Cleveland got a backup quarterback. His name is Dorian Thompson Robinson. Okay, y'all hear me on this. He has shown that he might be better than the 5th round pick. Let me show you. Y'all, I'm just telling you. Number 17. Oh, my goodness. Have anybody seen him? Anybody seen me? Let me know. He entered the draft. Everyone was looking. There you go. That boy, they'll be Googling fast as hell. He got the this man got the quickest fingers in the world. Kevin Frazier. Entering the draft, y'all, everybody was looking for the next Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy was the last player picked in the draft. Mr. Irrelevant, they called him the last player picked in the draft. He quarterback. He wound up being pretty good and wound up starting and taking San Francisco, I think the division finals, got beat. I got that on my phone. I'm not going to talk about that. I got that. I'm not talking about that, Kevin. I got it. Every year in the draft, every GM who is going, they trying to find out who is going to be the hidden gem. The under the radar quarterback who can pop. When you look at I'm going to call him DTR, because that's too much. He might be this guy. Y'all got to watch him. Watch him tonight. And I guess even further than just, what you're seeing him do, when you go back and watch his college days, right? He had 48 starts at UCLA. He was an all-time leader in every statistical category, from passing yards to passing touchdowns, total offense, very similar to what Brock Purdy did at Iowa State, right? When you think about the experience, even at the college level, it allowed him to just jump in and have immediate success. This dude is balling. Y'all watching the way he moving around, the way he keep his head up. DTR is showing that he might have followed that blueprint that Brock Purdy laid out to a T. What's up, Herman Scott? We're talking about this kid, Herman Scott. If you like football, if you watch the game tonight, Cleveland's backup quarterback should be this young kid, Dorian Thompson Robinson from UCLA. Unbelievable. Matter of fact, at the Hall of Fame game, Cleveland played the Jets. Aaron Rodgers, if you watched Hard Knocks, Aaron Rodgers went up to him and said, boy, I've been watching you. You're doing some great things. You know, California, Aaron Rodgers from Northern California, Dorian Thompson, I guess, from Southern California. But I'm going to give you a couple of more rookies. I want you to take a look at. They're making noise this year in the NFL. So y'all can, in case you do the fantasy stuff. Herman, he cold. But watch this. Have y'all, Joey Porter Jr., he was crying at the draft because he didn't get drafted in the first round. He was crying and whining and crying. But let me tell you something. He's strong, he big, and he fast. El Ray, share the show, everybody. Listen to me. Joey Porter Jr. Yes, his daddy is Joey Porter. Think about it. He's a physical specimen. They compare him to Sauce Gardner of the Jets. Supposed to be Mr. All-World. Y'all think about this. Joey Porter is like somebody put this analogy out. It's not mine. They just put it out. They said it's like playing NCAA 2K. NCAA football in 2010 when you can make your parents, you can choose your position, your height and weight, and your speed in the game. And this guy is going to kill it, y'all. They say he's a true monster. I can't wait. He is one, Joey Porter Jr. He on defense, though. Joey Porter Jr. Then I'm excited to see what we have. I'm really excited. But let me tell you something. Who done jumped off the page for me? That young fella named Will Anderson for the Texans. Did y'all know what he did the other day? Anybody know what he did the other day? Oh, Jamar Gibbs. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get to him next. I'm going to get to him. Absolutely. Jamar Gibbs going to one of my favorite teams, the Lions. Aaron Glenn is the associate head coach there. But let me tell y'all something. Offensive lineman Darnell Wright, he looks good, but he ain't going to be able to dominate the game. Let's hope he dominate the game like Orlando Pace did as a rookie. This dude, Will Anderson, though, because I know y'all don't like the Texans. Y'all know what this man, did y'all know what this man did, man, down there in Miami? The other day. Do you know what he did? The man went in the Miami locker room, passed by the locker room, and told Tua, dude, you're going to have a long day messing with me. Get ready, I'm coming. It's a rookie. Yo, this man go tell the starting quarterback, hey, player. I said, oh, we never had no player do that. We always had these nice players. You notice? Did y'all notice? And I love it now. Most Texas players don't get in trouble. But your homeboy, or FaceTime. But most of them, Herman said he's a season ticket holder for the Texans, right? Oh, catch him in the blue lot. Boy, you over there in the blue lot. Boy, Herman Scott, do you tailgate? Herman Scott, I done changed. Herman Scott, I ain't been there since that guy came. I forgot his name already. Easterby. I haven't been there since. Guess what? I'm coming back. The Texas guy. I used to go all the time. I'm coming back. Coming back. I'll check you out at the Blue Yacht. Because we don't accept nonsense. What sometimes hurts us giving people a second chance. Yeah. Many said we don't accept no. I like that. All right. Let's see. And this dude, Jalen Carter, the one who got in trouble with the speed from Georgia, they flying and the dude got killed. Dude, that dude didn't play but 2 plays, man. And he got to the quarterback both times. But see them tonight, Anthony Richardson. I'm lacking this dude, man. I don't know why. He didn't play but 7 games. Right? He didn't play but 7 games, did he? I think at Florida. I like him. Have you had some Vernon Maxwell on your team? Vernon was just curious, man. Then shout out to all my Bahama guys. We got a lot of Bahama guys over here, but shout out to them. He said the Maroon Lot where I'll be had. Check us out. Gorilla Meat Tailgaters. Man, let me write all that stuff. Y'all send that. Hey, Herman, do me a favor. Send that to my email, chopshophtx@gmail.com, where you be at. And El Ray, send it. I'm gonna come. I promise you, I'm gonna come mess with. I'm gonna come. Send it to my email so I have it, man. Because when I get off this show, I'm gonna go into another meeting, go and get my hair cut. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna forget. So hook that up for me. But shout out to Bahamas, man. They upset the world number 1. Number 4, world number 4. I'm sorry, world number 4, Argentina, 101-89 to win Group A and move into the semifinals of the pre-Olympic qualifiers. Eric Gordon had 24 points. DeAndre Ayton had 22 and 15 rebounds and 3 blocks. Boy, if he do that at Phoenix next year, oh my goodness. Y'all, if this new coach can get this kid to play, because him and the old coach didn't get along. But if DeAndre Ayton can have 22, 15, and 3 blocks on that team right there, how did you talk about the Michael Orr situation? We can talk about it, Tyrone, but I don't see nothing to the story. I don't see nothing. Buddy Hield had 23 points for 5 rebounds for Bahamas, and they won. The Michael Orr story, I don't know, Tyrone. That's a good question. I see that. See that is what I like about Herman Scott. Look at Herman Scott. Herman Scott, we got to figure out, man. I got to figure out a way, man. Man, I got to figure out a way to get to Cleopatra's and Mimi's at that tailgate. Man, maybe you got to, man, you had to, I know y'all be tailgating, but man, you might have to cater some of that Mimi's and, oh my God. That brunch they had, Monty Williams. I know, I just didn't want to call his name. I know who Monty Williams is. I just didn't want to call his name because I was saying something negative about it. Dad Moody, one of these days, you're going to learn. I do stuff intentionally. But if I say something positive about you, I use your name. If I say something negative, I don't want to use your name. I learned that from coaching my son. When I said something bad to him, I called him by his number. When he did something good, I called him by his name. Y'all get that on the way home. Do something bad. Number 5, what are you doing? Do something good. Great job, Rob. Coaches, daddy coaches, it works. It works. But Tyrone, the Michael Orr situation, we can talk about it a little bit. You got to help me. You got to, Michael. Since you brought it up, Tyrone, you got to help me with it because this Michael Orr is saying that the Tui family, y'all got to understand, they from Memphis, okay? This is a Memphis thing, so I know a little bit about it, but I never really kept up with it. But he's saying that The Tuohy's benefited in a whole lot off of it, and he didn't benefit that much off of the movie. And the Tuohy's came back and said all of them got the same amount. So as he said, she said, well, what then? Why Mike says take so long? Why Mike take so long? You follow me? Why Mike take so long? I follow him. A young fellow, y'all gonna tell me his name, Armstrong, AJ Armstrong. I think they convicted him. Third time, people kept calling and asking me what I think about it. I thought that was the weirdest court case, the weirdest court case I ever heard of in my life. Oh, what's up? I thought it was weird, but I don't know. I don't know Herman Scott about. I don't know. He say, she say. I don't know. Michael Orr got the money. Then the young fella AJ Armstrong got, I guess, convicted. I always thought it was weird. I thought that was weird, and I don't really want to talk about it too much because it's a sad, sad situation. A man lost his mom and his dad, and he gonna lose his sister, and he gonna lose his freedom. So that was a hard one for me. But I'm bringing Jimmy and let him get some work in because I know we got some stuff coming up this weekend, Jimmy. Come talk to me about I know ain't something coming up this weekend or next weekend. Well, help me out. Is it this weekend or the next weekend? Because I see you. Hey, your boy, I ain't never seen. Boy, somebody that you tweeting your ass off. I've been enjoying your tweets. You've been tweeting, boy. Elon Musk must have told you, Jimmy. Yeah, as soon as Elon Musk come, you start tweeting. I said, Jimmy, he in this city, he in that city. Jimmy, next time you're talking about you at a power lunch with people, tell me who the damn people, because I don't know who them damn folks is. I didn't know that damn one of them. I can see if you was with George Raveling. I can see if you were with somebody else. You put them dudes up there like, people supposed to know them. So next time, just give us a little caption so we can know. But boy, Elon Musk must have gave you a something. I don't know what's going on. What's up, man? Talk to me.
Well, first thing I explain to people, I say, you know what? Somebody told me, say, well, Jim, people that know, but then a lot of people don't know the rooms. When you say get in the other room, they don't realize what you mean. They don't understand that because some people think the room that they in is the room to be in. Yeah. And some people may not be able to get in that room. And I say, well, damn. I say, well, just use the analogy as being in an apartment building or in a hotel. If you go check in, they can put you on whatever floor they want, regular folk. Then they have what they call a concierge floor if you meet a certain status.
But we don't know them guys.
But then on the concierge floor, everybody on there can get a chance to go into the hospitality room anytime they want, get some orange juice, get some milk, get whatever. But then you also have some people that check in. They have some people that they check in the hotel and you checking in just before them or you book your room, they'll bump your ass out your room. Not move you physically, but they will cancel your reservation for the next person if they have a certain status. Then you have some people when they check in, they gonna automatically make sure they get at the top floor or in a suite or in the biggest suite.
But we know that. You ain't helping me. I'm in them room. I don't want that. I ain't want to brag about me in a room. I just don't know none of them. I don't know none of them dudes. Because they don't mean nothing to me.
But we all on the same elevator.
But Jimmy, all I'm saying, I didn't know who they were. Because they didn't mean nothing to me.
The white guy on that picture, we spent about 5 hours meeting and talking and getting some stuff, and I'm learning a whole bunch of this new stuff. He was the head guy in all of Under Armour grassroots up until 2 years ago.
See, that wouldn't mean nothing to me. Keep going.
The white guy was Nick Blanchard. Nick
Okay.
Blanchard ran all that. You might have heard the name.
I didn't
before.
heard the name. I didn't heard the name.
Now you put the face to name.
Okay.
Nick Blanchard, that's him holding the Hicks stick.
Okay.
Tooting the Hicks stick. Took
Okay.
the rest of them that I had, got them off of me. He was
Okay.
like, these things here, I love these things right here. So
Okay.
anyway, but Nick now, he's one of the power brokers in the brand new division of Under Armour, which is the SC30 division. Steph Curry has what they equivalent of the Jordan brand. So that's what Under Armour has released. They're releasing it.
Was Chris Stone there?
No, not in that meeting.
Okay. All right. Okay. Keep going.
Not in that meeting.
Okay.
And I was, like I said, we was man. I came off the plane, and of course, I got to go I got to go rub the log at my whole place when I get to ATL. That was ATL.
Yeah, don't be telling everybody, man.
I ain't say name. You know I got to go.
Yeah.
I went there.
First.
Nephew, I got a chance to see almost all my nephew. Matt the mayor came and met me right there first.
Okay.
So he was the first person I saw when I landed. He came. He was doing some stuff, doing it to people because a lot of people in town, all they got to do all day long is just do tours of the overtime because a lot of people seeing it for the first time. So Matt came and fellowship with me. I had a shrimp basket waiting on him when he got there. Hey, man, they didn't double their prices too over their place too, man.
Of course, all of y'all black butts they do that to us. But keep going.
And so then I left there, and that's when I got the call, was summoned. Hey, man, you want to come over here? We got old, Nick and a couple older fellas here. I ain't checked in my hotel yet. I went straight there.
Right.
And we stayed there from all afternoon.
Now that's the cigar bar city now, Atlanta.
Yeah. Now we give them that.
Yeah.
That because the one I was in, that was black owned.
Yes. A lot of them.
That was black owned.
Yes.
Cat named Cliff runs that one right there. Cliff, good people. And I got to get back there, meeting with him. They want to put some Hicks sticks up in there. So I just got to figure out my distribution before I jump in there and say, yes, I got to figure it all out. I got a few months to do so. Now we left there, go to the game. During that day, it had rained heavily on one part of Atlanta. So a couple of trees had actually got knocked down because of the weather. It didn't hit downtown as much, and just side-swiped downtown. But we get there, that floor, they were trying to wipe it and dry it off, and they were chasing floor all evening because the humidity. They might not have the heat we have in Houston, but Atlanta sure does have the humidity.
Absolutely.
And so that turned detrimental to the Elite 24 being able to.
Why did they have it outside? Because they like to have it outside.
That's one of their signatures.
Signature thing, like they had it outside of New York, yeah.
And in LA and over on the island in the Bahamas or somewhere, I think.
But they should have had a contingency plan, though.
That's the part that they did not.
Right.
You see? But being outdoors, you've got to have a plan B no matter where you are.
Absolutely.
You've got to have a plan B. They did not. The girls' game, the poor young ladies, they did not get to play at all. That game, the boys' game was called off midway through.
Oh, man.
I actually left because Nick called. I wrote that with them. He was like, man, we ready to go. I hadn't seen it, and I had seen enough because I knew I saw Sebastian William Adams, saw him get out there and act, and was active on, but at the same time, you couldn't really evaluate. No. There was no way you can evaluate at watching kids slide, and they could not run full speed. So it was almost just like they would have probably, me, I would have turned. They waited. They were delayed about an hour. The girls' game was supposed to win first. They had already made a good decision. Put the girls last. That way now, because the boys' game is televised, ESPN. So when you're talking about ESPN televised games, it's strict time. You really can't do much with that time unless it's weather restricted. So I left, and I get the phone call when I left. Guess who hit me?
Who?
Former intern Dorian Branch, Dodo. Dodo lives in ATL. Okay. Dodo hit me up. I say, Dodo, what's going on, babe? Look here. I'm on Dodo say what? I say, man, I'll tell you what I am. I've been smoking them Hicks sticks and sipping all afternoon. I say, you show me where I can get something to eat at. This is about 11 o'clock. So Dodo come by, Dodo grabs me. We go and we finally found a spot out of all the things you can eat in a little old lounge somewhere. Guess what they had at nighttime?
What?
Hot dogs and grilled cheese sandwiches with a bag of chips with either one. Boy, I ate the best grilled cheese sandwich I ever had in my life. But they had to cut catacombs.
All you had to do is call me. I got a little duck off. They'd have fed you all night long.
Nah, I couldn't
You
feel
forget
like
I'm big. I'm still big in Atlanta.
Yeah, I ain't feel like just taking Dodo nowhere anywhere like that. No, I just take a
No,
little spot.
it was a lounge. You would have liked it.
So
And the food is excellent though. At 11 o'clock at night. Huh?
And a red stripe for $5. I couldn't turn that down either. I ain't had a red stripe, dude, in some years. Shout out to my man Gil Rodriguez.
What's that, a beer? What's that beer?
Yeah, that's Jamaican. That's like Budweiser for Jamaica. You know.
Okay.
You know, that's the Modelo of Jamaica, but red stripe.
Okay.
So I got look, Hal, you get a red stripe, a grilled cheese with a bag of chips. Dodo got a red stripe, a hot dog and a bag of chips for $20 or $25.
Damn. Oh no. Y'all was gonna pay more at my school. Y'all did the right thing.
Yeah.
Y'all
It
did
was good.
Yeah.
I went back to the hotel, went straight to sleep. I was in the bed at 12:30 on that night. But Beyonce was in town. I learned a lot about the Beehive. A lot of them were staying at the hotel. Hey, my hotel. I hadn't stayed in this hotel in 30-something years.
Damn. And it's still there?
Yeah. Hey, man, I had not stayed in 30-something years.
Downtown or Buckhead?
Downtown.
Okay.
I stayed there since Freaknik 1991.
You went into the Marriott Marquis down there.
Marriott Marquis.
I know
it. Headquarters.
I've been there before. Oh.
And I'm looking around. I saw the ghost of Freaknik Pass all dangling throughout the hallway. And so, guys, 30 years ago, I was in this hotel, and boy, as a 20-something-year-old, we had it going on back then. But anyway, shout out to the good Reverend Michael Lindsley. We was in there together at that hotel. I get to see him this afternoon and explain to you guys. But a great weekend. But about the Beehive, how Beyonce got a cult following.
What?
Them folks for real about Beyonce from around the country. See, we in Houston. You got to realize we think that certain people think that if you really want to see some people, you can get close to them or you can see them. Say, because we know where she go to church on Sundays if she's in town. You know what I'm saying? Some people, but them people, dude, they fly from all over the world. Not the state, not the region, not just the country, but the world. That's just one hotel. They dress in their stuff. They wear their hats and their boots. I'm like, how y'all gonna walk all the way down there to the stadium with them boots on? Y'all feet gonna be hurting. They don't care. They got the Ivy. I ain't know she had her own clothing line. The Ivy, the daughter, whatever. Got
Blue Ivy. Yeah.
Oh, they wearing their stuff. They dedicated, and you can't say nothing about me. Let me tell you what done it for me. When Dodo took me to get that grilled cheese sandwich, we in this little bar, it's a little white bar. You know, good. They played that 70s, 80s music, you know, Casey and the Sunshine Band, all those types. So a white girl come up in there and had a Beyonce. They went to the show. You can tell people they went to the concert tonight. She had a Beyonce wig on. Mm-hmm. Took it off because her hair, that probably was some heat. Let her hair breathe a little bit and put it back on in a minute. She put it back on, wanted to feel like Beyonce some more. I said, oh man, Beyonce.
Dude, Jimmy, inside, Jimmy. When you go inside her concert 1 year, on the floor, they just stand up only. Everybody else is around. Everybody stand up. You stand up. Jimmy, I never seen them people stood up for the whole 2 hours. They just dudes was just crying. You know, they got, you know, they was just crying when they see that lady. That's different, man. That woman, that got power, man.
they start talking about
Yeah,
it. They
they
start,
be
but
crying. Yeah,
they for
yeah,
real
yeah.
about Beyonce. And then as I was leaving, people start to get got a little friction because Beyonce
Added
added
another
a
show.
show in Atlanta on that Monday. And no, I was gonna stay there till Tuesday because I was gonna go see the Yankees and the Braves on that Monday night. But then my plug for the tickets, he had to fly out Monday. So I say, you know what, I'm going on back home. I'm tired. I met everybody I need to meet. I saw more nephews. Um, um, Man, I had a lot of people I met down there from ATL. Many of you guys know, and it's almost who I didn't see. I got to see everything I need to see. Shout out to De'Aaron Fall. He came and got me on the next morning, Sunday morning. We went to
Good
Sunday
dude.
breakfast and Sunday brunch. So
Good
we had a
dude.
twofer. Went to breakfast one spot, brunch at the other spot, and got a chance to meet with him because, of course, if you don't know, his high school team that he coaches in Atlanta will be coming to Houston for the part of the season opener,
Mm.
which the season opener basketball showcase, the schedule will be released next month on Monday, right here on the Chop Shop. So got a chance to meet with Fall, got that meeting good. I got a chance to meet with Lupe Nunez, he was there. Got a chance to meet with the nephews, uh, 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 oh man, what's Ani, and then the other young fella,
Brandon.
and
Brandon.
Bradley. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
got a chance with that works with Bossy, and got a chance to meet with them on some stuff. Got a chance to meet the little uh, buddy, or friend, or family member of De'Aaron Fox. He went to May Creek High School. I'm sitting right there on court side. And before the game, during the delay, we had an all Texas. It was about 7 seats, and everybody in those seats on the floor, right behind the scores, where the score table, the official scores at. We were right there, and everybody was from Texas. It just happened to fall like that.
Mm.
Unbelievable how everybody, I mean, we're rocking and people respecting. They know, trust me, there's no secret. There's no need for anybody to go tooting the horns and letting people know how talented Texas is. Trust me, everybody around the country knows it right now. Nobody denies it right now. Remember the key word, right now, because it goes in peaks and valleys. So enjoy this moment, enjoy this talent. If you can get out to watch some of this talent, you want to do that as well. And that's one of the reasons why this Sunday we have Rucker on Wood will take place at University of St. Thomas this Sunday. The games will start at 4 p.m. You got a chance to go to fulfill your religious obligations, go to Sunday brunch, take a nap, and still get over to University of St. Thomas, which is centrally located downtown, and catch some of the action of these young people. This is the class of 2027, the incoming freshmen, because school hasn't started for everybody. HISD don't start till the 28th, which is Monday. So that's going to be awesome. This thing is filled to capacity. However, just because I've learned in previous years, just because somebody is paid, just because they registered, doesn't mean everybody's going to show up. There's going to be some a spot that opens. In other words, so that means you contact me and let me know if you meet certain criteria. We can validate who you are and your and whatnot in your school, and we might be able to get you to come in as a standby, and you can walk right in and probably get into the action.
I got
Class
a
of 20,
question. I got a question. This weekend is gonna be who? Which class?
the ninth graders and the 10th graders.
Okay. Okay.
That's the class of 2026 and 2027. Those classes are this Sunday. Next Sunday is the 11th and the 12th graders.
Okay.
And which Doug told me, informed me yesterday, it's remarkable that and it's really scary though, that the 11th grade class that's that 2025 class that we've been banging drums on for 2-3 years. Doug says he has about 100, about 180 requests for only 94 slots in that class. We've never been in that situation before. In that class, he reminded me last year set the record for the most players of any session of Ruck on Wood was that class a year ago when they were in the ninth grade. We had the most attendees of any particular session in all of Ruck on Wood since it's been existing back in 2001. I think we started Ruck on Wood. So yeah, 2001. Yeah. Wow. Been a long time, man. Going on 25 years for this open gym series. But you guys can get over to University of St. Thomas. Admission is only $10. It's $10 to get in. It's only 30 for the kids to play. And you know, that's a great opportunity. Trust me, there's nothing like it. You haven't experienced it before. I strongly encourage you to get over to University of St. Thomas this Sunday and I'm telling you, and just pay attention, just absorb the ambiance because there's going to be so many of those videos that's going to hit the internet from that place. People around the country are going to see how good we have it going on in H-Town right now. They're going to see how Texas is rocking. They're going to see this and know what they're going to say. Man, I see why they're rocking it like that now. You know, people understand. It's just that we have to just, at some point, we have to keep continuing to hopefully it can fine tune this city in this area so that way things can flow a little bit more smoother. And that's the hopeful part. If we can fine tune some things whereas the city can flow more smoother, where people don't where it ain't so transparent of what side of the fence that so many people have been thrust upon and so many people have been bought in this business to this crazy right now. It is that's to whereas the people that are on the take, they feel like it's right. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And I'm like,
What you
yeah,
mean by on the take? Explain it to people
mean,
who don't know.
meaning like in some form or fashion, somebody's influencing you to apply their opinions as yours, to make their decisions as yours, to show favor to something that they have an opinion or a love about, as though it's your favor, as though it's yours. Meaning, and that's the part that at some point, man, because here's the thing, and this is what I want to get to real quick because we got a short day. We got about 15 minutes left. And what I'm getting to is I was looking at what was that? The transfer portal numbers,
Mm-hmm.
right? The transfer portal numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a total of 1,800, there were over 1,800 Division One players that entered the portal. 1,800. Almost half of those, right, will not be playing basketball this year. Just let that soak in. Almost over 1,800 and almost half, which is over
45%.
1,800, will not be playing anywhere. Of that 800 and something, how many of them if you would have told them, hey man, you going to that portal, your ass ain't gonna be playing nowhere. How many of them would have believed, you would have probably said, so what? I'm willing to take that chance. Or if you would have told, hey man, you're not going to play anywhere. 800 and something kids.
And Jimmy, I'm gonna add something I added the other day. It said it was talking about with most universities starting class in the coming weeks, and all the athletes is committed to a new program. They said one of 12 players who transferred this year went up in the portal. One of 12.
Okay.
12 out of every 12-1.
So that's basically one per team. If you had a team of 12 people on the roster, only one of them and all of them wanted to transfer. A whole team said we all transfer, only one of them gonna go up.
Well, the rest of them either transferred lateral or down, right? And they said that with most rosters already finalized, like you just said, Maria, 45% who entered the portal this year will not play NCAA basketball in the upcoming season. 45%. You're right. A little less than half. And some people, and Jimmy, a lot of them guys were forced out. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah, but a lot of them wasn't.
And a lot of them wasn't. You're right. You're
You
right.
know?
You're right. You're right. You're right. I mean, but Jimmy, I want to talk. Do you know any? I want to know what they're gonna do in this gap year. I'm gonna just call it a gap year because you know I'm gonna try to be a nice about it. What do they do? Anybody know somebody that didn't? If you got somebody, what do these kids do?
That's you know that's the question because at that point, and remember I've studied it a little bit. This was about 3-4 years ago, and these kids are constantly rapidly changing because of their views and social media and so much falseness and so much people hiding behind masks here and there. When most kids make a decision, you know, in case you didn't know, it's very rare that all three sides of used to be a triangle, now it's a square. Used to be the head coach, the summer coach, and the kid and the family.
Okay.
The head coach of the high school used to be the summer coach, and it used to be the family. That was the triangle. Well, now you have the square because the workout guy is in there now. So it's a square. It's a full square. So I say all sides of the square. If every kid who picks a school, what percentage do you guys think that is unanimous on all four sides of the square or all down? That's their first option. Where little Johnny is going. You get what I'm saying? Did I say it right? For every kid that picks a college, right? In today's now, between how many of them do you think that the high school coach, the summer coach, the trainer,
so everybody in agreement? You're talking about everybody in agreement?
Everybody is like in agreement with that school. That's their number one pick. I'm going to go on the ledge. I haven't done the study to find the numbers, and when I, you know what, maybe in the next year, I will probably go and interview about 50 kids to 100 kids and find out. I would be willing to say less than 5%.
Well, Jimmy, that's normal because people don't think everybody thinks different. I think that's normal.
So know what that means? That means the person who didn't pick that school is going to, if he maintains influence with the player, they're going to be, for every time the glass is about halfway, then every time the bottle is about halfway, then that person who didn't want you to go there in the first place is going to remind that player of all the reasons to leave. Then the other people are going to be trying to remind you all the reasons to fight it out and to stay. That's what these young people are wrestling with right now. And you see, the family has been dwindled down to a 25% stake of this electoral panel.
That's the problem.
That's a huge ass
problem.
The
families are not standing up and being families. That's the problem. Because they're letting these people get too damn close to their kids. They're letting these groupie ass dudes and these people getting too close to their kids, man. I'm just telling you, I done told y'all parents, and I'm gonna tell you again. You're letting these dudes get too close to your damn kid. Just cause he work him out, he didn't. Did none of his DNA get in that boy? Or did none of his DNA get in that girl? They're not their kids. That's why I always tell people that's your son. And people talk about, man, why did he do it? I said, that ain't my damn son. My son did what I had planned for him to do. Y'all, hey Jimmy, and I know these parents be getting it, because there's some clowns came to me telling me, man, you need me to help you with your son's recruitment.
Yeah.
Get the hell, if you don't get your regular ass on wave around me.
But you know what's so crazy? How those same people that you have included into this square that have somehow emerged themselves into the square. Mm-hmm. You ain't, how many of these squares are you in?
They ain't got no damn square.
Well, every family has an imaginary square on a decision about something.
I'm talking about the other people. No. Yeah, I'm talking about they ain't got no. They probably ain't got, most of them ain't got no decisions to make. That's why they all in your decision. Cause Jimmy, if you had your own business, you ain't got time to be in nobody else's business. Evidently, they don't have the same type of square. They ain't got no scholar athlete. You know, it's some different case. You know, it's some special cases. You're right. It's a special case. You're right.
Hey man, this stuff here, man. And you guys, as you can see, I mean, it's a topic waiting for another day. And but it's real and it's serious. And the freshman of that 1,800 of the transfer portal, just the freshman class alone was 48%.
Coach, these guys just going to, dude, bless their little heart.
I mean, I'm sorry, to clarify, 48% of the freshmen that transferred did not find a new home. So those are guys that don't even have but 24 credits to their name in college right now, and they don't have a basketball home. And here's the thing: this is from Division I only. So then we said we were playing the weatherman. We were forecasting what was going to happen. We forecasted this a couple of years ago, 3-4 years, even when as the pandemic came. We told you, remember, JUCOs are going to get better. They're going to get more potent because these freshmen, some of them, the JUCOs are sifting through the rubber. And they're saying, oh, yeah, we take a chance on him. We'll take a chance. We ain't even have to go and recruit because he's still at home. How to say what he's doing? Hell, he's working a night shift stocking at Walmart, right? And that's what he's doing. He don't want nobody to see him. Works at 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. shift, whatever it is. At Walmart, that's what they do now. Roll up in at a time in the morning, you probably see somebody you know stocking. You know, and it's sad, but it's true because guess what? One of the kids from Memphis, if I'm not mistaken, DeAndre, either it was him or the other kid from Klein Forest. One of them kids went and got a job at Walmart during the gap. One of those two, because they thought, I want to say it was DeAndre. They went and worked at Walmart, and now it worked out great for him. He got a chance to get 2 degrees if he wanted. He'd been in college, you know.
And guess what? They trying to get him another year. He can get 3 degrees. They got one more year they trying to squeeze out of him. Jimmy, that man must have had some messed up situations in the beginning. But that's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother show.
A whole nother show. And so I want to remind you guys is that today we have our annual back to school drive over at Triple J's Smokehouse, Triple J's Barbecue. If you haven't had that barbecue, one of the top producers of barbecue in all of Houston, located right off the intersection of Homestead and Loop 610. That's Homestead right off the intersection and Loop 610. That's Triple J's Smokehouse. We will be there 6:30 this afternoon. You know, you can come through there. We're going to feed some of the kids. Well, everybody's going to be in line. The kiddos get courtesy of Triple J's, a bottle of water. We're going to have Harris County Sheriff Department will be providing the traffic detail. so that people, if you have to park across the street, they be walking you over and back to make sure everybody get to and from the facility in a safe manner. We
I,
also
I love this. Keep going though. I'm gonna put it on the screen, so don't get alarmed. But keep going.
yeah, and uh he said,
He ain't lying, but keep going.
yeah, I mean that's hey man, that's a whole nother topic. Like I
Yeah,
said,
that's a whole nother topic.
whole other topic.
Yeah.
Digging it because, but as Hatter you said, it would take for someone who was in that position for just like y'all can influence them to do other stuff, influence them to go and hang out, influence them to go and wherever they are in their situation, you have to influence them to come and give their testimony. So that some of the guys understand, some of the spiritual warriors that watch the Chop Shop, some of the people that might want to embrace this young person to be able to say, okay, look, life is not over. A lot of them don't want to even play anymore because they've been led to believe for so long that they were a surefire Division I prospect. And when the reality hits the road, they realize that somebody was just merely doing somebody a favor, and somebody couldn't turn back on that favor because they couldn't afford to do so. So guess what? We don't go through the motion because everybody don't know that coach fault. If you don't know what the hell going on, that's your family fault for not putting you in on the scoop, on the coup that they're trying to pull. And that's the thing. If we stop trying to influence or make these kids believe there's something that they're not, make them believe they can be something that they can be, not that somebody that they're not. That's the trickery that's involved. But that's a whole nother topic. We're getting to that on another whole day. And Lionel say, it's basically all these parents playing their version of the lottery with their kids' future. Praying they'll hit it big, but just like playing the lottery, there's a 99% chance of failure. I think I understand where you're going with it, but the odds of you making it, we're talking about a college degree. And in many cases, many of those kids who transferred, Lionel, had a free education, whether it be by way of scholarship, whether it be by way of financial aid, whether it be by way of academics, but they had free opportunities on the table. And we are allowing these kids to go that's 19 years old, 48% of the freshmen ain't no 19 years old, 20 tops, to go and make them life-changing decisions to say, you know what, I'm gone. Go it on. And they got nowhere else to go. Nowhere to go. So now you see, like I know guys like Melvin Marks, or Slow-Mo used to watch the Chop Shop all the time, and he was the head coach at Lone Star Kingwood. People laughed at him. But those types of programs right now, those rec intramural type leagues, they're thriving right now. I can only, you know what, Hannah, one day remind me to get one of the schedules. I want to roll up to one of them intramural TSU intramural joints. Let me know when one go down. You know what I'm saying? I'm catch the right one on the right day, and I'm rolling up in that joint because I know I'm gonna see some former all districts, some former all regions, some former all states gonna be rocking right there, shirts and skins in the rec center. And it's guess what? And it's like that on every single college campus in Division I campus in the country. It's like that. Guys, gotta do better. Gotta do better. But don't forget, guys, today over at Triple J's, the back to school drive, we're gonna give away backpacks, school supplies, some gently used clothing items. And what I want to do with this year, uh, and what I have been doing, I've been reaching out to certain coaches that's nearby and asking for the sizes of they have kids that are in need that wear a certain size. That way now, instead of packing all those after school clothing and putting them out there in the parking lot at Triple J's, and let's say if I got six size 15s and nobody that come through wears 15s, then those things are gonna get donated over to somewhere else. Well, now we just want to plug them in. So my point is, if you have a player that fits as a certain size, you need to DM or text or email immediately with the player name, the school, and the size. And it might be his lucky day. Now the thing is, if you do so, this is my only requirement. My only requirement is this, because this stuff happens all the time. You have to go and influence that young man to get in the car with you and take a ride to come pick it up. We're not handing it to you to take to nowhere else. It ain't gonna rock like that. See, these kids already got it too easy. Yeah, that's part of having it too easy. Come on, get the young man. He don't have to. He's not getting embarrassed. It's not like he got to stand there and he got to stand in the soup line or the cheese line. No, he's coming there just to receive it so that he can actually see indirectly that there are other people out there that have not what they need as well. And once he see that, then it probably will light a fuse inside of that young man. Michael Jordan, I got some 15. I got some brand new 15s. I think they LeBrons. Text me. Brand new LeBron.
No. I think he got some too, though.
Oh, he said he got some. I thought he said.
Let me know if a kid with size is in need.
Okay. Just bookmark that and send me a message. That way I won't forget. Because that way now I got one pair of 15s left, and I got a pair of 16s left. And while some people say, oh man, that ain't, you know what, I ain't got time today. So you mean to tell me you can't donate and find a way to make time if you know somebody, you knowingly have a young person in your life that need a certain pair, a certain size, and could use an extra pair of shoes. You know they're gonna bust out of their shoes, and you know they can use an extra pair, which would add a cushion to the shoes that their mom or dad bought with their hard-earned money. You come and you get this product, you get this stuff, and you help change this young man's life. But bring the young man with you.
And Jimmy, and piggyback that one, that's unique. So y'all having one tonight on Saturday from 11 to 3. James Harden weekend. He giving free backpacks at Yates High School. This year, you remember last year they went to U of H and nobody show up, and they went over there in Cooney Home, and it had a thing. He just came over there and gave everybody whatever they want, and wind up that movement just coming from the U of H and coming across the street because the people wasn't at U of H. Watch this, Jim. He saw the court, and now they replay. You know they done redone their court over there. CUNY Holmes Court is redone by James Harden. So he said, well, I guess he said, I love that neighborhood, so I'm going to Yates High School. And them Adidas backpacks, and I love Nike, but them Adidas backpacks is off the chain. So kids, hey, go there on tonight, and then come get you another backpack on Saturday from 11 to 3 at Yates High School.
See, and where we go after
softball game, and Jimmy, right after that, softball games at 5:00 at Rice.
If my homeboy Mitchell gonna play,
oh no, he don't never announce who coming. He don't never announce who coming. We didn't know he was coming that last time. Shit, we just show up. Somebody gonna be there, but Donovan Mitchell, if he there, he can't knock the ball out of Rice Park.
That was U of H. U of H, he knocked that thing. But on the left field line, right field line, about the same. No, he bat left-handed. Donovan Spider do Mitchell. He bat left-handed and he throws right-handed. I think that's what I'm not mistaken from a couple of years back. But that is, of course, this weekend. And Alfio, I don't think you missed what I said. And shout out to your classroom right now. They're watching it live at Legacy, the School of Sports Science. And we said, my plea was for somebody to influence the young man or get somebody to bring the young person over to Triple J's to pick up their items in person. That's my request. That's important to me. That way I get to see that person get to see me. Remember, think about this. What have y'all been saying? What have y'all been saying? oh, these kids don't know Jim Hicks. So this is a way for them to understand and know Jim Hicks
Who
on
said that?
well, a lot of people they don't know me. They don't. Yeah, they do. They do. Remember, I spoke to a little team about a couple of weeks ago, and they had heard the name, the parents, but they did not. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna fix that. We'll fix that real soon. I got you. I got some stuff coming. Just don't worry. I got some stuff coming. I had some good meetings in ATL. I got a whole, got some whole stuff coming. But Alfio, if you can send me the message, check with the kids people, and that way I know to put those sneakers to the side. I know to earmark them. If the person is going to come, we're going to be there for about an hour and a half, hour 15, about an hour and a half. We'll be there till about 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, we're gone. We're going to run through all that stuff. Just that line goes smoothly. So make sure. Millionaire shout out to Walter Yates, the new basketball coach, assistant. That's Yates is over at Yates.
Right Yates is at Yates.
right now.
Right now.
Yeah. And Kevin Fraser say Jimmy's not approachable. I'm not approachable. You know what I'm not approachable with? I'm not approachable with what would you call false narratives or BS. I'm not approachable with that at all. If you're coming to get me to co-sign some foolishness, I'm not approachable with that. I had a guy DM me, ask me how much would I charge for me to talk good about a kid. He need a little jolt. Say, no, I don't do that. You got the wrong who? What?
Somebody else will do it.
Yeah, probably will. Yeah. And
I need a joke. Man, I wish a daddy, please ask me that one time. I'm going to give you a joke. I'm going to tell it on your ass. Now, that's my joke. Yeah. I'm exposed. I'm coming. Go on, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Okay, Rod Wells. Rod Wells say he has a kid at Yates that needs a size 15. Rod Wells. If you could get that young man, I understand some kids might be on the football field. They don't have to be a basketball player. This is not a basketball back to school drive.
No, no.
He don't have to be he has to be a student though. Mm-hmm. That's why it's important for me to know who the kid is.
So he can't been and dropped out?
No, I want him to be a student. You know why? Because reason I ask, I want to know the name out of, because
you want to connect to people.
I can go back and look and follow up on that young man. And whenever I pass by that school, I might go look him up or check on him 2-3 months from now. That's why. And so you'd be surprised. Hell, he might be related to somebody that went to school with me. You get to find out who the kid is, who your parents are, by y'all. Ask questions. But Robert, if you can bring that young man, let me know. I have the 15s for them. Just guys, I have some size 9s. Just let me know if you can get one of the young men, especially the high school coaches. I've reached out to like I say, several of the high school coaches in this Northeast Houston area to inform them. If you have kids that wear a certain size or that you have a kid in need, let me know. And that way I can try to match some product up for them.
Jimmy, I got one more thing. Tomorrow night, y'all, I forgot. Tomorrow night, Friday night, Houston Flight versus the Young. Jimmy, it's the champion.
What time is it?
7:15. The Daniel House team, D'Angelo Harris and them team versus what's my man? Casey Reynolds' son. Cam Reynolds now. Hey, dude, it's gonna be epic. It's Jimmy. This is 1-1. You know, they won one.
Which team Junior played on?
Who? Junior?
Yeah.
That team that I hope get their ass whooped. That team.
Which one?
Casey Reynolds and them team. Cam Reynolds and them team.
So Junior played with them.
Yeah, I'm cheering against that team.
He played against Daniel House team.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering, making sure they didn't stack. They didn't have the NBA guys on the same team.
No. The dude didn't even start, Junior. You didn't hear about that? I didn't even call to tell you. I didn't even want to tell you. Ain't the rule when you come to town, you're a pro. Junior is the only professional guaranteed contract NBA player in the whole building. And this man, who over that damn team, had him coming off the bench. Junior looked at me like, man, what in the hell? Jimmy and the organizers of the event, Casey and them, had Junior's face and name ready to put on the screen because they knew this crazy-ass coach was going to start it. And the man did not start Junior, man. You know I was ready to go after that. I was ready to tell Junior, let's go. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. I hope they get beat by 1,000 tonight. I'm sorry. Junior, get what he did, though. See, Jimmy, what people do for bad, God turn into good. Mr. Lofton called and told me, look, we going to put a 4-9 team in that junk next year.
Oh, really?
Yes. We going to put a 4. That's how Junior, Coach Junior said, I ain't never coming here no more. I said, no, Junior. It ain't the dude over there. This dude right here. And so Mr. Lofton called and said, hey, I'm putting our own 409 team in the damn league last year. How about that? So you think you, and Jimmy, he said, Jimmy, guess who else he had on the bench?
Ooh.
Nate Hinton.
That's about from U of H.
Yes, who just played in the Rocket Summer League. Had him on the bench. He was just sitting over there like, yeah, I'm playing my regular player. You should have saw him. But Jimmy, guess what happened? So I told Casey said, Junior, you can switch team. Junior was about to go on D'Angelo and them team because Daniel House and them wasn't there. They didn't have but 5 players, right? So Junior went to get the uniform, Jimmy. The coach come off the damn bench while the game is going on. So, no, man, don't switch team. I'm finna put you in. Jimmy, it was a hot mess, man. I was mad. When Junior said, I'm about to go, Junior, I'm going with you. Yeah, Jimmy, it's a dude. And you know him. I ain't gonna even call his name out. You know him. Yeah. Unfreaking believable.
What was his defense?
He ain't got no damn defense. Well, I'm just playing. I guess I didn't talk to him because I didn't want to talk to him. Because anybody think like that, I had a message at the beginning of the show. You can't just let everybody be around you, y'all level up with the people that be around you. I don't even know him like that. This man, the only NBA player with a guaranteed contract in the whole building. And this dude had him coming off the bench for some other guys. Somebody told me this can only happen in Houston. Jimmy, it's the craziest thing in the world I've ever heard of, Jimmy. But guess what? It's some good came out of it because Junior gonna put a 4-9 team in it. So, well, like I said, what they wanted, they thought it was bad, like he was doing something. Okay, y'all gonna have all them. Hey, Jimmy, cause you Kobe Brown on Daniel House team. D'Angelo Harris, Jimmy, I'm gonna tell you who gonna get a check. And y'all remember I told you this. I'm going to tell you who's going to be an NBA player. A real NBA player. Stretch Williams. Book it right now.
Well, he got
signed. No, that's a 2-way and 10-day contract. I'm talking about one like Junior. One of the 450. See, you know, it's a 2-ways. They got 2-way, 3 on each team now. You have 3 ways, right? We ain't talking about them. I'm talking about Stretch gonna be one of the 450. I'm telling you, man. I ain't saying when it's gonna happen, but that dude, that got some things that translate, man. Yeah, long, athletic wing, and that jump shot is getting right. I'm telling you, Jimmy, it's the best summer league I've seen. I've seen. Tari Eason came and killed it. Now, Jimmy, Tari Eason came one game. The coach understood. Tari. And then somebody came on the show the other day. Guess what he going to say? Well, Robert, he could have started him and benched him. You never bench the NBA player. You don't never take him out the game until he say he want to come out the game. Houston, Texas. It's hard to get an NBA player to come to your summer league. And when you have a chance to be blessed to have one that come on your bench, you know who I blame though, Jimmy? The players on that team. Because they should have told that coach, man, get the hell out of here, man. I'm not starting in front of that guy. But they trotted their ass out there like I wouldn't have felt right, Jimmy. I knew if Kenny Smith or one of them dudes come to town, I'm going on the bench. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on that rant. That pissed me off. It made me look bad. Because I'm the one got Junior to come over there. And Doug, hey, if Doug the coach, it's going to be on. If Doug said he's going to be on some Rob Pelinka shit. Hey, man.
Omar Sneed ain't coming through that door no time soon.
That's all right. They got Junior. Hey, guess who Junior going to bring? John Moran, Jaren Jackson, Desmond Bain, everybody.
Man.
No, but that's his team. He just saying he's going to have 4-9 players, y'all. Get that out the way.
Steven Jackson ain't come through that door no time soon.
Hey, John Moran.
Kendrick Perkins ain't coming to that door no time soon.
Jimmy, see, you're missing it. It ain't all
DJ Tyler gonna have to be the GM.
Jimmy, you ain't got to have all 4-9 players. Wait till Jaren Jackson come in that gym. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. But thank you, Coach, for doing that, Coach. Thank you for sitting Junior and Jimmy, I got to repeat this because I think y'all missed this. The players, they gonna hop their ass off the bench and run out there. Jimmy, I would have said, no, hell no, I'm not playing for him. But that just showed me the mentality of some of these damn players. Yeah, that tell a lot about you, buddy. Yeah. She talking about, Mindy talking about, you know how them Grizzlies roll. Let Junior say he got a team. Guess who else going to play on this team? Because he went to his. Dylan Brooks, Junior went to Canada and played in Dylan Brooks them game. Guess what? Junior got there, he started immediately. Because he a pro. Everybody do it but Houston. I mean, that one coach. I'm sorry. Not the whole Houston. No. That one coach. All the other coaches understood that. D'Angelo brother, DeAndre said, bring him over here. I put him in right now. Because he understands the value of having and the rippling effects of having an NBA player from this area on your team. The guy just didn't understand the gravity of it. That's all. Sometimes, Jimmy, that's why everybody ain't going to make history, Jimmy, because people too scared. People too stuck in their ways. People too, I'm that coach of the year. And Jimmy, hold up. DeAndre Harrison won the coach of the year. This same coach who did Junior like that came over there and tried to grab the mic and start talking. Dude, you didn't win coach of the year. Tell me, everybody know I should have won. This kind of mentality is y'all we dealing with around here, Jim. Oh yeah, I can't wait to tell you who it is. You probably know who it is already. I just don't like to call nobody's name on
That's
that.
crazy. But anyway, guys, don't forget we'll give a shout out to Rick Godfrey.
What do you
he's been invited to come and sing the national anthem over there with the Sugarland Skeeters. What would they call them now? They ain't the Skeeters no more.
Space and just Cowboy. Space Cowboy.
Sugarland Space Cowboy. That's the AAA affiliate of the Houston Astros, which is based in Sugarland. And on Saturday, Rick Godfrey will be singing God Bless America, I think, before their game. So that's kind of cool. All the national, I think the national anthem. Let me sing the national anthem. So shout out to that. And also Rick has a new endeavor that he's going to be doing, covering the SWAC once a week, once a new show, podcast that he's engulfing in, which is going to be cool because once a week, that's you can make that work. He can make that work, being part of the SWAC. So shout out to him, proud of him. Also, another shout out to Michael Behrens, graduated High Tower High School back in 2003, 2004, I want to say. But he's coming back in Houston. Had a back to school drive last week. Also gave away over $5,000 to a couple of different out entities and businesses in the area. Gave away a bunch of clothing items and stuff to kids. Shout out to Michael Behrens for that. Also, shout out to Mo Elrod and the Grind Machine family. They had a back to school drive last week as well. I was out of town, missed it. So a lot of you guys didn't see me in certain stuff around the area. I've been out of town for most of the last 10 days. So shout out to them, man, for their efforts. And I like that, man. I'm giving back. That should be contagious. That should be giving back. Let that be the new COVID. But you have to take some of these young people to experience the art of giving back. And it's like this year, Adam, it used to be kind of in yesteryear, there would always be a player or a parent that would call and say, hey, can my son come and volunteer to pass out some stuff? And, I think I only maybe got one or two. I don't want to say the names yet because they ain't made it there yet. You know what I'm saying? Just you ask don't mean they're going to show. So I want to see who's going to show up and bring these young men, these basketball players, student athletes, to get on the front line of handing out some of those backpacks. Robert Hatter, the third, did so back in 2012. He graduated in 2013.
Him and Leon Gilmore.
And Leon Gilmore, that particular year, they both came out and passed out backpacks.
They enjoyed it, though. They
all do. Once they do, they don't really be enthused about taking the ride over there. Then once they get there, and they see all them little kids around there crying when they grab a backpack or a pair, and they sitting there with tears in their eyes like, thank you so much, and them parents, it's contagious. That's why I say so important to bring the kids there. Influence them to come. That way they can see what giving back can do to you. Can give you enough energy to push you on through. Then on top of that, you bring him nowadays. There wasn't no social media back then like it is today.
That's right.
We've had several players that came through, but it wasn't none then. So now you come and you make your videos or your pictures, and guess where that goes? That goes in his portfolio for when he does go to college and he happens to play on a team and they're talking about him at halftime or after scoring or having a big half, and they can show those pictures of what he was doing during the offseason. That's what that does. And you're talking about name, image, likeness. People will love that. They will eat that up if they seeing that you have the capability and the want to give back. That's just me giving my 2 cents. But we got to get the hell up out of here. I know you talked about Dion. I know you talked about Prime. I know you talked about Prime.
What Prime do?
Huh?
What did he do this time?
Nothing. Just in the news. Players had a fight.
Oh, that wasn't what we talked about. No, he told everyone one fight, all fight. Yeah, that's normal.
And people going, why would he encourage them to fight? That's a whole different topic. We just put that on the book. Yeah, put that in the freezer. We'll throw that one out next week. Because I can't believe of all the sports, talking about football, and you're gonna sit there and want to nitpick with Dion.
And Jimmy, I'm getting sick of Doug. September, I got a bet with him too. September the 2nd, Doug. It's on. 16 days. He keep talking about 16 days. 16 days, Doug. It's on, man. It's on. Jimmy, I don't know Jimmy. I don't know where you been, Jimmy. But guess what? They've amended Jimmy. If any person comes to Cleopatra's and Mimi Soul Food and they mention the Chop Shop, can't mention Robert Happ, can't mention Jimmy. You mention the Chop Shop, they get a free order of the Chop Shop shrimp. Anytime, anytime. Ain't no deadline. Ain't no deadline. I talk to the HN. I talk to the boss. He said, all you got to do is walk in there and say, Chop Shop when you're eating your food. And you get it. You get a complimentary order. I just had to throw that out till y'all come this week. If y'all want to come there, remember that this weekend. And in 16 days, Doug going down, Jimmy.
They gonna get their ass tore off the bone, man. They know that. Privy know that, man. This the 1 year. This the 1 year y'all need to go and just sit this night and say about time. You know what I'm saying? This that 1 year.
No, he went to practice. He said I went out to practice. So what?
So they should have suited your ass up. You went out there. That's what they should have did. They gonna need all the help they can get. They gonna get but TS, you gonna stop.
I'm gone, man. That man said they should have suited you up, Doug.
They need you, Doug. They need you. But anyway, man, peace. We up out here. Got a surprise. We're gonna do a surprise giveaway. Rock on Wood this Sunday at University of St. Thomas. 4 p.m. the game start. Doors will not open until 3:30, so don't even try it.
Come earlier than that.
We're planning on giving away. I haven't done this before, but I had an idea because it's back to school. Probably gonna have a little box at the front, and you can put $1 or whatever's going to be in that box or whatever the amount we say, and somebody will get a raffle for this backpack. And with all of the money that's put in that box, we're gonna pull might just put the whole box in there with the money in there. Whoever win the raffle gonna get all the money in the backpack and go home with it. Only for adults, not for kids. Only for adults.
So when adults come in, they put $1 in this little thing.
It's probably gonna be. I don't know. It's gonna be either 1 or it's gonna be 5. Probably 5. Probably 5.
What kind of backpack is this for an adult would want?
It's gonna be exclusive EYBL backpack.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a LV bag. I thought you were finna have a Louis Vuitton bag up there. Or something.
But I'm just saying, in some way now they have those whoever wins it will get the backpack and all of the money, not a portion of the money. You guys know.
They win the backpack and the bread.
And the money. Yeah.
Got a little lottery action going on around there.
We call it that for legal reasons.
I know.
So we call it a raffle. What's a raffle?
Okay.
It's a raffle. That's gonna be that's how we rock at Rock on Wood. Anyway, guys, see you guys on next week. I got to get up out of here. Got to get ready to get over to Triple J's. Shout out to my people over at A-Bell the Bail Bond for lending a hand in today's efforts. Shout out to the Harris County Sheriff Department. Of course, Rhonda and the Triple J's family. Shout out to you guys as well. Shout out to Mike Lindsay and his family and his ministries. They'll be over there with hands on deck. It's going to be a great day to this afternoon over at Triple J's. And we hope to see you if you have time to come on out and join us. But for Robert Hatter, this is Jim Hicks. Peace. We up out of here, man. See you guys on Monday.
We out. I don't know what this thing is doing to me, Jimmy. But we out of here, though.
Yeah, we.